tonight on their home floor. There it is, maybe the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Kevin Durant.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for San Antonio, Gorgie Dang is out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray. Then it's White. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now here's Pirtle. DeRozan, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Harden against Murray. Harden outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And the first one at the line is good. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And White kicks to Zhang. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside White. Murray outside. Just 4 to shoot. From 18 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. Durant with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Kevin Durant can just hurt you in so many different ways. He's almost unguardable when he's pulling that jump shot.
Murray against Harden. And it's Murray penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Pass to Pirtle. Now Jang. Outside, White. Passes it to Murray. Over Harden. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Harden against Murray. Outside Irving. Green left side. Back to Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Murray surveying the D. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
Murray against Harden to the middle. Now Irving. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Jang. Outside, White. Murray outside. From deep 3-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these 2 teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Puts it up from 15, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. Here's White. That shot no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And it's Green with the jam.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The pass to DeRozan. Over Green. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Irving with the bounce pass. Outside, Green. Good, nice job down low. Green's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Pelicans. DeRozan with it. And it's Harden picking him up. DeRozan's shot is good.
A determined scorer down low. We know this about DeMar DeRozan. He is always looking to put pressure on the defense.
Murray finds White. Back to Murray. It's White on the wing. Jang, the pass to DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, that's really good work inside from DeMar DeRozan. You know, he knows how to get position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, I think you know what you're going to get from DeMar DeRozan at the free throw line. Year in and year out, this guy's going to be about 80–85%.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And the first one drops.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA. And Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
Good on both. Now here's Mills. A 14-point game for him in the win against Houston. DeRozan against Durant. Pass to Mills. Kicks to Gay. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Left side, Irving. Shoots from the baseline. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Spurs trail by 5. The 3 from Mills. Griffin grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Irving? He's averaging about 19 points per, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And he makes the first. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Kicks it out to Gay. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets leading by 7. Griffin passes to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. And again, it's the Nets missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Johnson, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And here's Mills. From downtown, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 22-point game against New Orleans. Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. You look at Mills, second in the NBA. So great from the line. And, of course, Kyrie Irving, two behind him.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste an opportunity from the foul line. They just don't give away points.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Vassell. Just 5 to shoot. He kicks to Mills. Beyond the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Here's Dinwiddie. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
The Nets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Pass to Lyles. Lots of room. And that one hits back iron.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Irving with the ball. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Mills after the basket by Brooklyn. Oh, that's blocked. Now, Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Ball stolen. And the basket by Vassell.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Dinwiddie outside. Outside Irving. Griffin inside. Lyles there. Griffin's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Johnson can't hit. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 7. For 3, Harris. No good on that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Pass to Lyles. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. Nobody near Gay. They get it again. Lyles no good. Brooklyn leading by 7. Irving passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
So it's the Spurs now, following the bucket by the Nets. Gay outside, pass to Lyles. Irving against Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Irving. Hands it from downtown. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Spurs shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Luwawu is checked in for Kyrie Irving.
One shot.
Nets leading by 9. Now here's Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris over Johnson. And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We come back right after this. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Rudy Gay is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then it's Johnson, then it's Mills, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
And Doris, make no mistake about it, Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score, an instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
And he makes both free throws. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dinwiddie dishes to Green. Bobbed up there for Green. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Murray after Jeff Green's bucket. And White kicks to Murray. No good on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 9. Down low. Here's Luwawu. Out to Harris. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by Jang. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Vassell, no good. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Jordan gets it to go.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And there's the pass to Murray. Pass to Pirtle. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Lets the 3 fly, and Luwawu gets it to go.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Vassell. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Green. On the wing, Harris. Passes it to Luwawu. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Rebound, San Antonio. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them. Nets leading by 7. And here is Harris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They kick it out to Green. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. White the pass to Pirtle. Jang with the ball. That's tipped. Dinwiddie right side. Here's Luwawu. Off target from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Vassell. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Luwawu, the pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
For San Antonio, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Murray up on top. Dinwiddie covering. Pirtle, no one around him. Here's Jang. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Well, the definition of an effort player. Zhang shows off that high motor, converts off the glass. Nice.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball too critical in today's NBA.
San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Durant's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Harris.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Spurs trail by 10. White wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Durant just inside the line. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. White finds Murray. DeRozan against Durant. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on White.
Yeah, easy call.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
A different look now for San Antonio. Trey Lyles comes in for Pirtle, and it's Mills in for Derek White. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Spurs trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's the pass to Jang over Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Here's DeRozan. 26 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. Rebounded by the Nets. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. From 13, and it's Durant missing. Murray with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Out to the right wing. Jang with a clean look. Off target from outside. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. A nice shot by KD.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Murray. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Green, covered by Lyles.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Now, getting points on the go is one of the things that drives DeMar DeRozan's game. He's never going to miss an opportunity to get out and run.
Timeout called, the Nets. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for DeJounte Murray. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Spurs trail by 16. Bounce pass Mills. Here's DeRozan. Sinks that one from the post. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. Lets a floater go. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They trail by 16. Johnson dishes to Mills. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's DeRozan. Some solid defense there from KD. Nets leading by 16. Lobbed up there for Durant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So it's the Spurs now.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
No good from Irving. Spurs trail by 18. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
There's 1:26 left now here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
KD against DeRozan. And here's Mills from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Up top, Griffin. He's covered by Gay. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
The Spurs shooting 43% for the game. Mills passes to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Lyles with a wide open look. And nothing is falling for him right now. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Outside for Jordan. Irving for three. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Johnson. And San Antonio shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. DeRozan against Durant. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Mills. Jacks up a three. The shot missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together. Everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, how about their ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio so far?
Well, there's no two ways around it. They got trounced on the glass and on the scoreboard. You got to show a little more fight now, though. Looks like they're not competing, and it's showing on the boards most of all.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Durant. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Harden's got 9.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And here's DeRozan. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And DeRozan, here we go. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Durant for San Antonio. They have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Brooklyn leading by 22.
Hey, get on James.
On the wing, Irving. To the paint, here's Jordan. He can't get that one to fall. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. DeRozan against KD. DeRozan, that's good. He's got 17.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here is Irving. KD on the wing. Passes it to Green. On the wing, Harden. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Inside, White. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, what a thing of beauty by DeMar DeRozan. His eyes are up. He locates his teammate just so pretty.
Durant kicks to Irving. He feeds it to Green. Over the shape and the rejection by Jang.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, an all-star level player. This guy consistently delivers for his team.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. White against Irving. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Now White, 9 points in the game so far. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Spurs have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for White. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Green kicks to Irving. To end the cold streak. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Irving passes to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
DeRozan, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu is checked in for Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Nets leading by 14. Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. Left side, Harris launches a 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's White. A rebound by the Nets. Here's DeRozan. Tries yet again. Count the basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
San Antonio shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Free throw is off from DeRozan. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Irving against White. Down low. Here's Luwawu. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here is Murray. He's got 6. The dish to Jang. To the inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jang's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And White slams it in.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Now, here is Irving. 16 points for him. Here's Harden on the wing. And stolen by Murray. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And White with the stuff.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. Harden hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Vassell. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Misses off the left iron. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Griffin finds Harden. Gay against Dinwiddie. Here's the teardrop. And Harden lays it in. Harden's got 13.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Now the pass to Gay. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Clock at 6. Murray against Harden. Here's Pirtle, and he finishes nicely on the layup. 8 points for him.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
DeRozan against Irving, wide open. San Antonio with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Teardrop shot. The shot, no good. Good D by Harden. Nets leading by 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and the Spurs with some changes. Lyles checked in for Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And both free throws good for James Harden. Spurs trail by 8. Mills dishes to Gay. Here's Vassell. Pass to Mills. Kicks it out to Gay. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets leading by 8. Here's Dinwiddie. That one goes in. Dinwiddie's got 9 points.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Nets with possession here. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Griffin passes to Harden, and Harden with the stop.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Mills looking it over. Passes to Vassell. There's the triple. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And the Nets with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Mills with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Lyles. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Mills. How last month turned out for him? First in free throw percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Here is Harden following the score by DeMar DeRozan. To the middle. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. That shot is off. Spurs trail by 15. Kicks it out to Gay. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on DeRozan.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And KD drops them both.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by DeRozan. No good from Durant. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Spurs trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's Gay, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Love watching Gay stroke it from there. His in-between game is strong, measures it perfectly.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 19. To the inside, here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Vassell. There's 1:17 left in the third. And the pass to Lyles. Now Mills. He's got 11. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
And the first one drops. Gorgie Dangs checked in for San Antonio. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Pass to Durant. Over DeRozan. KD's shot is off. For the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gay can't hit.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Floats one up. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one at the line is good.
And the length and athleticism Gay offers is exciting. I mean, terrific at scoring the ball, but he can also defend multiple positions.
Rudy Gay hits them both. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Durant. He's got 15. With 2 seconds left, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot.
The free throw drops for Durant. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead, up by 16. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Rudy Gay, Mills out there with White. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Vassell in its small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Shot from 12. Gay misses. Nets leading by 16. Lobbed up there for Durant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, there is an ease with which Kevin Durant plays the game. This guy knows I can score from anywhere right now.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Harden. Here's Gay, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harden outside. Outside Durant. Back to Harden, and stolen by Jang. Here's Vassell, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And I just love seeing Gay share the ball. A solid distributor, given his size and ability to see over defenders.
Now here's Harden. Dinwiddie outside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Gay. Now here's Mills, guarded by Harden. Gay in the corner. Misses the 3.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Green, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Hurdle comes in for Rudy Gay, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here is Durant. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance even amidst getting knocked around.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's Vassell. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Vassell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Misses off the right iron. Spurs trail by 14. Murray kicks to White. Jang the pass to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, Kevin Durant makes that dunk look easy. He's so big, you can't do anything about it.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to Pirtle. Now Jang. Outside White. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. That's tipped. KD looking around. Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. The pass to Jang. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Look, guys, you love that this guy is becoming more and more of an offensive threat. Jang draws the foul there.
The first one falls.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year, as Zhang now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
And Zhang drops them both. Nets leading by 16. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Irving double team. And the wide open shot from Green. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Irving against Pirtle. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Look from Green. A rebound by the Spurs.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Murray. Stolen by Harden. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. And it's sent back by White. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. Spurs trail by 18. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
DeMar DeRozan is constantly on the hunt for the best shot possible. And if there's a defender staring him in his face, it doesn't faze him.
Now here's Durant. The 17-footer goes down. Durant's got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Murray with it. He's been feeding the ball very nicely. 9 assists now tonight.
He's been the ultimate distributor here tonight. It's showing up on the stat sheet, but more importantly, it's going to show up in the win column.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Outside Irving. Pass to KD. 9 feet out. That misses off the backboard. The Spurs have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Here's White. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Harden kicks to KD. And the rejection by Zhang.
Well, the timing, a very natural aspect of what Gorgui Zhang does on the defensive end.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 16. White finds DeRozan. Green with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. White with it, guarded now by Irving. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Boy, how effortless does DeMar DeRozan make those slams look? This guy glides to the rim and makes it look easy.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jeff Green.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Harden dishes to Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Spurs trail by 16. Now DeRozan. Kevin Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Irving. The 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtles.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Dinwiddie's checked in for James Harden. Brooklyn on defense. Just 5 to shoot. Pirtle. That one no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And the rejection by Jang. But they get it back.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Spurs trail by 19. Down low. And finished off by Jang. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Zhang finishing like he means it.
They kick it out to Green. There's the three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Got a hand on it. Now here's Durant. Inside. And Green slams it in.
Well, Durant's such a tough cover in the pick and roll. He will take what the defense gives him. In that instance, nice pass.
Here's Murray. Pirtle, high post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses.
So how cool is it that Jakob Poeltl makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
Mills, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. That one is no good. Nets leading by 19 points. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. And that's now 18 points for Kyrie Irving. And San Antonio has possession. And here's Mills. The feed to Jang. Over Green. San Antonio again missing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. KD on the wing. DeRozan defending. KD passes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 16 rebounds. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. The Nets shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. And it's sent back by White. Launches a three. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio.
Well, for a player with Poeltl's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope, or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Now here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Jordan. Passes it to Durant. Back to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs working the ball around now. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards. You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And so many times we see someone step up and take charge. And tonight that happened here. It was a nice performance for Jeff Green.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
That free throw, no good. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Bates Diop's checked in. Johnson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. And Jones subbed in for Patty Mills. And he's good on the second.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Now, here's Shamet. Pass to Chioza. Plenty of space. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Bates Diop following the bucket by the Nets. The pass to Walker. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Pirtle sends it back.
Active defense from Jakob Poeltl. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, and practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.